Yo, everybody! My name is Jay Waz, and welcome back to Need for Speed World. We're back in the Knight Rider server. Next video will be the Spark server, don't worry. I've been going back to back with these Knight Rider videos. I'm gonna chill it out eventually. Don't worry, next week, it'll be a Spark server. In this video, we're doing a revisit on the Gemera Koenigsegg, and we're also checking out the Ford Capri, one of my all-time favorite Fords, and I loved it in this game before. I drove this car when it was originally out. From what I can tell, it feels no different, but we're going to do a full review anyway, just in case you are new to this game. In the last video, we checked out the Pagani Utopia, and this, the Seat Leon Cupra. Probably the third favorite of the update, the Pagani being the last, just because of the way it drives. This one is such a great Team Escape car. If you'd like to see that video, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Now, the cars we're checking out today was actually cars that won in the poll. The Gemera won a few weeks ago, but then that update came out and just absolutely destroyed everything. The two cars we're checking out, one of them is, well, it's quite expensive. This is the Koenigsegg Gemera. I'll never know how to say it. We get an overall 844, top speed of 930, acceleration of 1034, and handling of 570. One of the worst handling Koenigsegg's in this server. There's a reason for that, though. I mean, first off, do you see the size of the doors? And the sheer length of the car is much longer than any other car Koenigsegg has ever made. The doors are massive, but that's because there's back seats back there. So in this video, we're doing just a visit on the performance. Performance is what's changed. That's what we're going to check out. As for customization, once again, like I said, I've made a video of it before. If you'd like to see it, I'll put a link to it in the description below. If you want to buy this thing, it's going to set you back a whopping $2.125 million. Absurdly expensive, bro. That's a very different idle sound. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. I can already tell you immediately, this feels way better than it did before. And it might just be only me, but it handles better than that number says. Well, without further ado, let's do some races, shall we? Construction round's back! It's about damn time! Okay, I don't know how the hell to do that perfect launch. That was insane. Well, acceleration is as crazy as you think it is. Jesus Christ. No! Okay, handling, I don't know about that. It really does handle the number says. It does have quite a bit of understeer, but that's to be expected. Oh, yeah. Okay. It does not handle well. It does handle better than the number says. I will definitely give it that, but it's not a good handling car. That was ridiculous. I just went through the entire roof. It is very, very fast. With that handling, it's going to let it down in races. 204 miles an hour in that race? That is insane. Where the hell's the competition at? Well, they're second place. Took them long enough. If that doesn't tell you how heavy this car is, they're unable to move me that much. That is crazy. Races, a nil. I kind of saw that coming, if I'm being honest here. What class is this? Oh, please don't be S1 class. Is that S2? Please don't. Is that S2? Yes, it's S2. Bet. How do I do this? Oh, okay, so you just stay full throttle and perfect launch activates. That's the easiest perfect launch I've ever seen in any car. Hey, I knew it. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Okay, if I recall correctly, I believe I might have had the same result in the last video. I don't remember. It was quite a while ago when I reviewed this car. From what I'm seeing, this was a must to have a revisit on this tune. This car feels completely different from that video. Oh, yeah! Boom! Just because I can. I don't even have to hit him. Okay, that did not, okay. I guess you could say I flamed shit. Anyway, I think we know what I'm going to say about it, so I'll bring it back. Wow, that is the longest slide I've ever experienced. Game's about to crash. The game is about to crash. I have just lost audio. All right, now that I can hear myself swallow whenever I can, we're just going to go ahead and expedite this. Yes, it is a deep fact. Better for Team Escapes. Okay, I'll bring it back. Need for Speed World is a great game with no obvious flaws. I've said that one too many times. Have you ever experienced the audio cutting out like that? You just simply restart the game. It will solve itself. Okay, so now we know that's good for Team Escapes. I'm going to tune this up. I'll bring it back. All right, we got this thing maxed out with an overall of 914. Top speed of 981, acceleration of 1080, and handling of 683. Now, everything doesn't really go up as much as I thought it would, but then again, it's already pretty high for what it is. The handling went up the most, even though all I did was add some brakes for the handling. Top 3 parts are 9-ammo aftermarket kits, stick motorsport for the suspension, Tier Elite series for the brakes, and stick motorsport for the tires. I focused mostly on acceleration and top speed, and that still didn't get the most gain out of all of it. It's fine, now we know how it reacts to tuning parts. As for the aftermarket shop, once again, already talked about it in the video, I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I want to do. I forgot how ridiculous the customization is on this car. It's stupid. You don't have a whole lot to do, but it still looks ridiculous for what you can do with it. Darius! Damn it, Darius! Why am I gonna put you on my plate, Darius? You know, that actually looks way sicker than I thought it was gonna look. Doing it! See, now this thing already weighs a ridiculous amount of weight. Let's make it even heavier. Collision force maxed out, and for some reason, if I had to use Juggernaut, let's max out the Juggernaut power. And last but not least, as I always do, maxed out pursuit cache. And for the love of God, I almost forgot again. Let's add the heavy mass too. 15 boost! Good thing I got too much. Okay, so there is a recent Team Escape that was added. It's a Class X Team Escape that was along with that update, along with those 4 cars. Called, is that the ultimate? I think it's Ultimate Getaway. Okay, there's only one way to find out. Let's try it out. This is my first time doing this. Ultimate Getaway Class X Team Escape. Okay, I'm completely lost. I have no idea where to go. Perfect launch feels nice, even though it's only a couple of seconds. How's the weight, though? Oh, yeah! Bro, that is so nice. Now, one of the most off-putting things about this car that made it so difficult to tune is the fact that it's a one-gear car. Oh, my God. Is the fact that it's a one-gear car. It only uses 1 gear. Now, I don't think it's electric, but that implies that it is. But it's also very confusing because I see an engine in the back. So it might be a hybrid. I don't know how the hell this thing works. I really don't. Either way, I think it's a beautiful car. It's badass, as you can see. And it is so heavy. Oh, yeah. There goes that rhino. He's on a roll, boy. Ugh. Right up the ass. Boom. Man, I love this thing, dude. This is a fantastic Team Escape car. I actually might argue that it's almost as good as the Flats! Almost good as the Taken. I actually quite like this Team Escape. It's not bad. It's actually, I expected it to be slightly harder, I guess, but it's certainly easier than Lions and State. It might just be the car for all we know. Anyway, every time I start talking, there's some chaos going on. Anyway, I think I know what I'm gonna say. I'll be right back. And across the line. Okay, so yes, all I had to use was run flats. The Team Escape is actually pretty easy. Although I realized that everybody else is an S2 class. What the hell? S1 class? Yes, in the wrong Team Escape. Anyway, Team Escape, really easy. This thing is perfect for Team Escapes. Absolute win. And I will say it does definitely handle better than it did before. It handles significantly better. It corners better. It does still have a bit of understeer, but it is a big, heavy Koenigsegg. Anyway, I wonder what the hell the top speed is on this thing. 257 without nitrous. 278 miles an hour with nitrous. Yeah, it's not slow. Anyway, let's move on to the next car. This is the Ford Capri RS3100. It's got an overall of 482, top speed of 430, acceleration of 602, and handling of 416. Overall, some fantastic stats, especially considering it's a C class. Now, this is honestly one of my favorite Fords of all time. Most likely will never see one in person, which sucks. And if you can't tell, it's built for race. Whole ass roll cage in the back seat there. All you got is the driver's seat aside from that roll cage. That's it. That's all you got. If you want to buy this thing, it's going to set you back a whopping $405,000 in-game cash. Oh, I forgot how good it sounds. Listen to it purr. Okay, idle sounds better than the actual accelerating noise. Construction route! Miss perfect launch! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Now, one of the reasons why I'll most likely never see one of these in person is because it's a homologation special, which means they only ever made 250 of these. Yeah, 250 road cars, like the RS200, which happens to be my favorite rally car. So it breaks my heart knowing that. I absolutely love this car. It's so good. It's so beautiful. Ford knew what they were doing in that era, and I wish that era would come back. They're not doing bad now. I mean, the Ford GT's nice, although it's been out for quite some time now. I would love if they brought back the Ford Focus RS, but that's not happening. In fact, if I recall correctly, They just recently discontinued the Ford Focus in Europe as well, which sucks. And if you haven't already noticed, this car handles so good. It's probably one of the best handling cars in C-Class, if not the best. Naturally, like all performance Fords back in the day, this car came with a Cosworth engine. Who wouldn't have guessed, right? It handles so good. It is such a good handling car in this class. All right, God forbid I gotta do this, but I do it with every test. How's it do in Team Escapes? Wow, perfect launch is ridiculous on this car. And I was on the grass! If that's how perfect launch feels in the grass, how the hell does it feel in the asphalt? Okay, here we go. Who would have guessed? One more time, just for good measure. Yeah, it's too late. I would have never thought that. Ah! Rhino test, here we go. We lost 70 miles an hour in speed on that one. Hey, look at that cornering. Oh, I would have never guessed that this was a race car. Wonder how this does with Juggernaut. Oh, okay. Oh, it actually still loses speed with the Rhinos, but Chargers are nothing with Juggernaut on. Not that you need it. You can just dodge everything. That wasn't a very good example of what I just said. Just believe me. Anyway, I think we know the answer. I'll be right back. Hey, get over the roadblock. No, it didn't get enough speed to go over the roadblock. Damn it, Sonny Boy. Why? Might not be the fastest accelerated car in C-Class. Yeah, as I have guessed, it is too damn light for Team Escapes. I think that's pretty easy to figure out. After all, it's got scaffolding in the back seat. All right, let's tune us up to the next class. Okay, I don't know why that's happening. I hope that the game does not crash. Why though? Why is that happening? Okay, that was actually pretty easy to do. Overall, 599, top B class. We got a top speed of 566, acceleration of 702, and handling of 530. Top speed got the most gain, although I actually don't understand why that is, because I put a stick motorsport part on here, which is the acceleration focused part, followed by Omnia Race Group Street Series brakes. 2 on top speed and 2 on handling. Acceleration is now over 700, the top B class. We got a pretty good gain, as I said, with top speed, and handling went up quite a bit overall. There's a massive gain just to get to top B class. That is awesome. As for the skill workshop, we're going to do 5-second perfect start duration, which is maxed out. Oh, wait a minute. I think I just discovered something. I say just discovered. Chances are other people have figured this out too. But 5 seconds is the max. So if you put 2.5s on here, which only costs 18,000 a piece, it's going to cost you a total of 37,000. That's a steal right there. The only other thing I put on here is nitrous power. We're going to max that out as well. And last but not least, race cash maxed out. Since I did perfect start that way, it's costing me much less than it usually does. At 171,000 in-game cash. I don't always do it that way because it does take up more space in the skill workshop slots, which means that you will only be able to do so much with the space available. And that doesn't always work. Now, as for the aftermarket shop, I'm not expecting to find much in here, just because once it is a race car, no body kits. We don't have any custom spoilers for the car, but we can add them, which I don't know why the hell you would. That looks absolutely hideous. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Thought about it, but I'm not doing it. No hoods. You can add wheels, but why the hell would you want to change that? If there is a car that comes with tire lettering, that's the only time you're going to see it. If you put any other rims on it, it's not happening. It's going to be gone. Those tire lettering, gone. That is some very bright wheels. What the hell? I absolutely love tire lettering if it's done tastefully, and that is done tastefully. Black tint, you know we gotta do it. Stage 3 lower kit is an absolute requirement. And as for the license plate, what the hell should I do? Yeah, this is totally American. It's not like it was developed or built in UK. Jesus Christ, that is one of the brightest reds I've ever seen in this game. I'm sticking with that. Holy crap, that looks good. And make the wheels just a basic gray. That actually looks fantastic. Doing it! It got louder. Let's go disturb the peace. Okay, perfect launch is really not that bad in B class. It definitely could be better. It's not the best. It's not the best perfect launch that I've felt, but it is pretty damn good at B class. And the car has become twitchier. I blame the twitch. It's so twitchy. God, I love this car. It handles very, very well. It goes in the corners like it's nothing. Ah, okay, that was me. That was not the car. I can't blame the twitch on that one. I barely dodged that SUV. Okay, yeah, if you couldn't tell, it's good for racing in B class. Fantastic car in the corners. Holy crap. I don't drive this car enough for this server. I need to start driving it more. We beat a freaking CR1 of all things. A C7 Corvette ZR1. Those things are monsters in real life. Moving on to the next class. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we now get an overall of 699. Beautiful number. A-Class. Top speed of 681, acceleration of 787, and handling of 630. Top speed once again get the most gain, followed by handling and then acceleration dead last. Numbers once again fantastic, but A-Class they feel more balanced for that class, if that makes any sense. But because the overall numbers are so close together, it might not feel as good as other cars that have an extreme in towards handling versus an extreme towards top speed, and those that have extreme versus acceleration. This is the most balanced that I've seen in this class. Top 2 parts are Stick Motorsport, Velocicom? Is that how you say that? Transmission, followed by Omnia Race Group Street Series brakes. I upgraded that by 1. So I can get the 699 overall. Beautiful number. Let's see how this thing does once again in construction route. Perfect launch is stupid. Holy crap. That is a very good perfect launch for the class. That is insane. It handles way better, it feels like. It's now even twitchier than before. You would almost think it's got Tourette's. We got so much more speed going up that ramp than we did before. We actually went through the roof. They may have to raise the roof. Beautiful in A-Class, dude. This car feels phenomenal in A-Class. I'm starting to feel like that might be its sweet spot. We'll have to see how it does in the next class. Alright, so it actually tops out just over S2 class with an overall of 807. So we're not going to check out S2 class because, well, I mean, it's not going to do the best being somewhere near the bottom of S2 class. But we're not at the top of S1 class. We got an overall of 799, top speed of 786, acceleration of 851, and handling of 761. Overall, some insanely balanced numbers. Definitely not going to be the best, but it probably destroying some races. Top 3 parts are Stick Motorsport Elite Series parts. Suspension and brakes are Tier Elite Series, and the very bottom, tires, is Ventura Pro Series. Now, I actually have 2 of these cars, and one of them, if I remember correctly, is actually got a all purple parts on it, Horizon. So if you want to see that, let me show you right quick. Yep, there you go. Overall, 820. It doesn't have the craziest stats, being just above S2 class. I mean, I've seen better in that class, but I've also seen worse. So this is really not that bad. All right, top of S1 class. Let's do Diamond and Union. I got through him. Got through. Okay, that perfect launch is so good. I can already tell you, just based off the way I had to turn up there, it handles way better. The Twitchmobile is on the way. Dude, this thing corners so freaking well. Screw what I said about an A-Class being its sweet spot. S1 class is its sweet spot. This is so good. I just now noticed that the scaffolding color changed with the color of the car. I got red scaffolding. Easy. Easy victory, dude. Oh my god. This car is as good as I remember it being. It's definitely in the top on the S1 class cars. Is it the best? No. That's the thing. It's a fantastic car. But I have arguably seen better in terms of the handling department, that is. Now, this is probably going to win, I want to say, against Monster Fury, as much as it pains me to say that, because I love the Monster Fury. And that's because it can actually reach its top speed much more quickly than the Monster Fury can. The rotary engine in that thing, same with the Mazda 787B, is not that good for top speed. I don't know what it is. It does not like reaching it. Once it starts getting to the top of its RPM range and to top speed, it likes to bog down. I do not understand why that is. So yeah, I actually honestly believe this would win against the Mazda Fury, unless the race has less straights and more corners, in which case the Mazda Fury will definitely stand a chance. As for top speed, I don't think it's going to go that crazy, but let's go check it out anyway. 219 without nitrous, 238 flickering with nitrous. Like I said, not the fastest car. It's quick. Definitely quick, especially when compared to the Mazda. It actually reached the top speed with reasonable space to actually use nitrous. The Mazda will always be my favorite. This one is definitely going to hold a special place in my heart. It always will. I've always loved these cars. Definitely the top of the list for me. I would love to see one in person. I would love to drive one. The likelihood of that happening, probably none. Well, yeah. This is well worth the money. $405,000 for the car, a few $100,000 on the upgrades. It's well worth what you spend, especially for what you get. It's a bargain. And yes, I know, I'm well aware my hair is gone. I had a unfortunate casualty when I looked in the mirror and I saw that I have a bald spot. I'm old! Why, God? It is what it is. Eventually, this is all going to be gone, and I'm just going to be one bald-headed motherfucker. But that is all the time I got for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Press that like button. If you'd like to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with all my videos. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Deuces!